Hello Stampers, welcome to my video. I'm going to be demonstrating this month the stamp set called Soft Seedlings. I've already demonstrated it a couple times. The first card I made was this one here, Thinking of You card, the sentiment that comes from the stamp set. I just stamped down on it. This is a different technique here. This one I sponged with the sponge daubers. I used these daubers here to put the color on, and I do have previous video showing you how to do this. Now today I'm actually going to do a different technique, and that's where we paint on our stamp. And so the stamp set that I'm talking about is right here, and the one that I did earlier, I cased it from the catalog, so you can actually see it right here, and I cased it from the catalog. I enjoyed making this one. It was kind of a fun, easy one, and so let me show you what I'm using right now. I'm using the water painters, and that's these brushes right here. There's small, medium, and large, and this is the large one, and that's also found in our current catalog. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to actually use, this is a hollow, the barrel of this is hollow, and there's a word here that says push, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Push till you get some water on it, and you can see that I'm getting water. And you're going to need your inks. I'm using Mambo Melon, and I'm just going to use, right now the leaves are starting to be really pretty. They're kind of a Mambo Melon, kind of a reddish color right now. I really enjoy seeing them. And then I'm using Pumpkin Pie. I like this color too. I'll put it right here in the middle. And then, I'm thinking I might use some Cajun Craze. Now, I didn't have a refill. I'm using my little spots here. They're pretty practical. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just stamp down to get some of that color with the spot, and then you can see that the color is right there. And you don't really need a whole lot for that. So first of all, I may not use all these colors. This is so Saffron. I'm going to go ahead and ink the stamp up all over the base color with So Saffron, because I like this color. The leaves, when they change, they're all different colors depending on which tree it is. So I'm just pressing pretty good on here to get the ink on the stems and the leaves. Okay, so let me put the lid on that. So then here's when the fun starts. You're going to, also I do have my water and I've got my paper towel. So I'm wanting to see how much. Okay, so this is a super easy technique. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the lightest color first, and I think that color is the pumpkin. So, well, let's see. Well, that's the Melon Mambo. Okay. So I want to make sure that all you're going to do is dab. Just kind of color over what you've already got on there. Just here and there. You're not going to color the whole thing in. You're just dabbing your color. It's almost like watercoloring. In fact, that's exactly what it looks like when you're all done. Okay, so now I'm going to rinse that color out, dry my brush off a little bit. It's still pretty moist. It's still got a color in it. Let me make sure I get all that color off. Okay, it's going. Press a little bit more. And then you can push. Fresh water comes out when you push it. Okay, there's a little color in there. So now I'm going to go into the pumpkin. Just a little pumpkin. That's all I want. And then I'm going to just put it around wherever. And then I think I'm going to go into the Cajun. Now, the Cajun Craze is a little bit darker so I can just pick it up with my brush. And I want to make sure that it's really wet enough to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to go over what I've already done and see what we've got. Then you're going to just move it over the stems a little. Now this paper that I'm stamping on, you can use the shimmer paper, you can use watercolor paper to get the results that you want. So if you use watercolor, you're going to need a darker or more water on it. You're going to need more for the color. I can see some different areas. It looks as dry already. Okay, so let me huff on it. And then I'm going to stamp back down and we're going to see what we have. Okay, just let it sit there for a minute and absorb the color. The paper will absorb the color. Then you're going to lift it up, and oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I just love it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Okay, so I can show you. Here's the one card that I did. This is the first one. And I kind of, let me move this out of the way. And rinse my brush a little bit. Okay. I mixed the Cajun with the the pumpkin and a little bit of the Cajun, and that's what I got with this one here. And then of course there's the sentiment that is in the stamp set, and I did several of them actually. Here's one that you might like, and then here's another one. Those two colors are pretty much similar, but I like the way the leaves turned out, where you can see the vine, or the print of the leaves really turned out. I like that. And then I did, here's this one here is watercolor. I mean, yeah, watercolor paper. That's what this one is. And then, okay, these two here, this is when I used more let's see, what is that? Melon Mambo? Yeah. First I stamped with this one on the Melon Mambo, and then I went over my stamp and I re-moistened it a little bit, and not a whole lot, and then I got this color here, and I kind of like this color here quite a bit. And so I'm actually going to see how I want to put this together. And I used green this time. So here is the color here that I used, and then the green. And I layered it a little bit with black, which I really like that. And so I didn't know, actually let me turn it around this way. I didn't know which one color I wanted to use. This one here, let's see. I don't know. Trying to find the one I just did. It's this one right here. I really like that. So that's the one I just did. And it's got a lot of Melon Mambo in it. These are so pretty. This was when I stamped a second time. And this one here is the one that I just did. So I'm not actually going to glue it together right now. I'm just showing you the look that you can get with different colors for the sake of the time of the video. So I don't know if I wanted to put this here just all by itself, or if I wanted to put the happy birthday on here. I think I kind of want to do the happy birthday because it kind of balances out the black that I've got here. So anyway, let me know what you think. You can just mix and match these with all different colors. If you do try your watercolor paper, I mean, this turned out pretty. I like it. But next time I do it on watercolor paper, I'll wet it a little bit more. Okay. And so let me know what you think. When you go to my video, make a comment. And I'd like to see your cards, so post your cards too. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye now. Oh, the measurements will be on the description in my YouTube video. Thank you. Bye-bye now.